and welcome here to TalkFCB, and welcome to the big one. It is time for El Clásico as Barça travel to Real Madrid, and this really does feel like a big Clásico. We've had some recently that haven't quite lived up to the billing of this historic fixture. But now, we have Real Madrid, who've been leading the way in La Liga. We have Barça, who now under Xavi are on the comeback trail. We come here eager to prove what we can do, to showcase the level that we expect at this club and in this fixture. It is always two historic teams, two football superpowers going head to head, and you never quite know how it's gonna go. So let's get to it. Because indeed, on Sunday evening, prime time viewing at 9 p.m. local time, Barça and Real Madrid will face off live from the Santiago Bernabeu, and it's going to be the first time in over a year that we've seen a Clásico at this stadium, and I'm sure the atmosphere is going to be ramped up to the max. And for Barça, it will have been a week of handling these hostile occasions. And of course, in La Liga, Real Madrid have been the dominant force this season. They have been leading the way. There's no arguments about that. I'm not about to say anything different at all. You can see right here, they are top of the league, and by some distance too. There's a real gap there between them and the rest. Barça, though, have been growing. I think Real Madrid, even the most diehard of Real Madrid fan, they would have to admit that under Xavi, we are getting back up there. We are certainly making strides. We've been closing that gap. We're working our way at the table. And of course, we're aiming to keep on pushing. And on Sunday, it will be the very first time in Clásico history where neither team are going to be wearing their home kit. Barça, they're set to line up in their Señera kit. And Real Madrid are going to be sporting a special one-off black kit to honour their 120th anniversary. And if we just look here at the form coming into this game. Of course, in Clásicos, you never know how much form is going to play its part, but I think when you look at Real Madrid, they have been very strong. Certainly results-wise, they've gotten the job done over these past few games. Of course, the big highlight there is going to be that win over Paris Saint-Germain in the Champions League. But it's interesting, because when you look at the two teams, when you bring Barça into play here, the recent form is near identical, with Barça actually managing here to come into this game on a real unbeaten run. And we are certainly going to be looking to take all of that confidence, all of that momentum into this game. Because I think when you look at Real Madrid, I don't think they've been convincing in 2022. Like, I'm not doubting their result. I'm not doubting the fact they're through in the Champions League, the fact here they're way clear at the top of the league. But I just think their level, it's not quite matched what we saw from them at the start of the season. They haven't been as incredible as back then, but what you can never doubt about them, and the perfect example we saw of that was in the second leg against PSG, whereby they got through because of who they are. They have a mentality about them, Real Madrid. They have an aura about them that they will get the job done somehow. And I think Barca coming into this game, we're not going to be scared of Real Madrid. I think we'll take a lot of confidence from the Super Cup game back in January, which is pretty early days there under Xavi, but I think already in that game we were showing that, yeah, we can compete. We can go toe-to-toe with Real Madrid. We can match them. And we went very close in that game, taking it all the way to extra time before coming out on the losing side. And of course now, we want to go one better. And I think since that game, we've seen yet more improvement from Xavi. We've kicked on further. I think especially these big away games, these big atmospheres, these big occasions, what we do have now is a different mentality. We are not going to come here and be intimidated. We're not going to come here and play within ourselves and actually restrict ourselves in what we can do. We are going to come to the Santiago Bernabeu. We're going to lay it all on the line. We are going to go for it. We are going to try and show that we are a proper Barca team, that we can play at this level, and not only that, not only match Real Madrid, not only show that we can compete, but actually, we, under Xavi Hernandez, can win. But of course, on the side of Real Madrid, one of the big talking points coming into this game has been the fitness of Karim Benzema. We discussed it yesterday in the tactical preview there, how crucial and essential he is to their entire game. And the big news is coming today from Carlo Ancelotti is that both Benzema and Ferran Mendy, they are out of El Clásico. Benzema will not play in this game. And that is a mighty loss for Real Madrid. Not only in terms of the way they play, like we discussed yesterday, but I think also here, the contributions, the sheer goal contributions that they lose out on here. 33 in La Liga this season, 22 goals from him, 11 assists. You all saw what he did in the Champions League against PSG. At times, he's dragged them through games, and he is not going to be available. And there is nobody, absolutely nobody in this Real Madrid squad that can even come close to replacing his impact. Ancelotti admitted that he has indeed chosen who will replace Benzema, who will come into the team. He said it could be between Gareth Bale, Mariano Diaz, Luka Jovic, Rodrigo or Isco, but he did not reveal exactly who it would be ahead of this match. And when it comes to Xavi, there was a real calmness, I feel, in his press conference today ahead of what is such a big game. I think that's really important to somebody who we know has been there and done it, has all the experience you'd need in this kind of fixture, and it is that calmness, it is that composure that he will transmit to his players that we've been using in our recent fantastic performances in big games. Xavi did say in the Supercopa back in January, he said we were very, very good. He said, but now I feel we're more solid. We attack the spaces better. We have better positional play. And he said we have indeed improved a lot, but now is the time to really prove that out on the field. He said, especially since the game against Bayern, very early days, of course, in his time as Barça coach, he said clearly there's been a change. He said since that game, every game that we've gone into, then every opposition that we faced, we challenged them. We have competed in a way which we are happy with. And he said tomorrow, our approach to the game is very, very clear to me. And that is also something that gives me real comfort going into a Clásico. The fact that we have a coach who will have a plan, who will have a clear idea about how he wants the game to go. And that is what we will be hoping to see from our team tomorrow. And I think indeed, when it comes to the Barca lineup, we do have a very, very good idea ourselves about how it's going to look. I think the crucial thing here is to bring Araujo back into that defence. So important there to have that pace in that back line. And not only that as well, somebody who can and will and has gone shoulder to shoulder with Real Madrid. And I also think Araujo there can support Dani Alves on that right side, especially when you consider that is the side, of course, that Vinicius is going to be on. In midfield, I think the biggest thing that Xavi has had to go over in his mind is, can he fit Gavi in there anywhere? Is there any sort of space in there where he can get Gavi into the team? But I don't quite think it's going to be able to happen. Busquets, De Jong and Pedri seems to be the midfield that we are going to go with tomorrow. And up front, we need three forwards. We need Dembele on the right. We need Aubameyang down the middle. We need Ferran Torres on the left-hand side. And that, for me, is a very, very good lineup. I'm happy with that. Going into a Clásico, I feel comfortable with that. I feel confident in that lineup. And you can guarantee that the likes of Xavi, Adama, Traore as well, they can come off the bench. They can have impacts in this game. And that's the nice thing as well. Coming into this Clásico, we've got options. We've got ways that we can change the game if it's not going in our favour. If we need to manage the game in the second half, we've got all these options at Xavi's disposal. And perhaps that's why that when it comes to predictions, when it comes to how you guys are feeling, how the emotions are coming into this game, you believe we can do it. You are so confident that Barca have got what it takes to go to Real Madrid. Not lose, not draw, but win. Win this game. And I'm the same. I truly believe here that coming into this, we can do it. There is no doubt in my mind here that what we've shown, the promise that we've shown, the quality we've shown, and now we deliver that. We put all of that together, everything that we've learned, everything that we've improved, it all comes down to this. And I am going to go with Real Madrid 1, Barca 3. And that is a big prediction. So please, guys, ahead of what is such a big game, such an important game, and in any season, at any time, El Clásico always will take centre stage. Please do let me know all of your predictions down below. What score are you expecting from this meeting on Sunday? And in terms there of the team selection, do you think Xavi will indeed go with that lineup? Is there anything that you would change about it? And what are you feeling? What is going on inside at the moment? Is it belief? Is it confidence? Are there nerves nagging away at the back of your mind? Please do let me know all of the emotion and all of the expectation ahead of this game. I will, of course, see you tomorrow. What a big night it's going to be. What a big occasion. Let's stand up and let's enjoy it. I will see you then, guys. And I thank you indeed, as always, for joining me here ahead of such a big clash. I will see you soon, of course. But until next time, as always, Vishka El Barça!